Hola. So, now I want to talk about verbs. Okay, it's very important that we keep the agreement. If we don't have the agreement, then the sentence is not going to make any sense. Okay, so it's very important to keep the agreements. Okay, now let's see. Then, so if I have a verb like hablar, my ending will be AR, right? That's the ending. Now, I'm going to keep the stem, which is habl, and I'm going to add endings depending on the subject, okay? Now, if I'm talking about myself, I'm going to say hablo, ¿verdad? Yo hablo. But if I'm changing my subject and I'm talking about nosotros, my verb has to change. And then it's going to be hablamos. So now I have two endings, okay? And I'm going to use them depending on my subject, okay? Because I'm talking about myself, my verb has to end with an O. Here, I'm changing my subject. I'm talking about nosotros, we. This is a mixed group. And then my ending has to be hablamos. Okay? Bien. So the same thing will happen if I change my subject to, for example, you. Let's see. Tú hablas. Okay? Tú. Over here. Let me put it. And then tú hablas. That's my ending. Okay? Now, if I want to say you all informal, it will be vosotros or vosotras. But this form is not used, is not common in America Latina. So it's mostly used in Spain. Vosotros habláis. That will be the ending. Okay? Bien. So that's for second person. Now, the third person will be él o ella. Okay? And that will be él o ella. Now I'm going to include also usted, which is you formal, okay? Because they share the same ending. Él habla, ella habla, y usted habla. The plural form of them will be ellos, ellas, o ustedes. And then the ending will be hablan, an, okay? So once we keep the agreement, boom, everything is good. Also, when you write a sentence, you need to have subject and then verb. If you don't have the verb, then you don't have a complete sentence, okay? The verb is like the heart of the sentence. So if you don't have it, there's no sentence. Okay, so make sure that every time that you are answering a question, you have a complete sentence, meaning subject and verb. Sometimes the subject is implied, like for example when we say me llamo, right? We are not using the yo, we are using only the verb because it's implied, and in Spanish we can do that. Okay, but you have to make sure that it's very clear for the person who is reading. Okay, so for example, me llamo Marilyn. So I have here my verb. The subject is implied. It's the yo. It's right here. Okay? And when we start a sentence, we are supposed to start with the subject, and then then the verb. Okay? It follows the verb. This is the verb. And then after that, you can have something else, which is Marilyn in this case. Okay? Now, if you don't want to use the verb me llamo, you want to use the verb es, for example, then everything has to change, because now the idea is different. Now you're saying mi nombre es, my name is, and then we have to forget about the yo. Okay? Mi nombre is the subject. Right here, let me change the color. So this is the subject and this is the verb es. Okay? Bien. Finally, if I want to use soy, what I'm saying is I am. Yo soy Marilyn. Okay? And the yo again is implied. Okay? Bien. I hope that this is clear. Okay? And if you have any questions, you can email me and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay? Ciao.